Year 2, it's Miss West here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you one of the books that we would have been reading in class had we been at school together. It's a favourite book of mine, and I know that Miss Phelan and Mrs Bolton also love this book. So the book we're reading today, my little friend here might be a clue, is The Owl Who Was Afraid of the Dark. So today we're going to be reading chapters 1 and 2, and then I'm going to ask you some questions. Now, if you've listened very carefully, you'll be able to answer them, and I'll give you the answers to those questions in my next video when I read you the next couple of chapters. So here we go. The Owl Who Was Afraid of the Dark by Jill Tomlinson. Plop was a baby barn owl. He lived with his mummy and daddy at the top of a tall tree. Plop was the same as every baby barn owl that has ever been, except for one thing. He was afraid of the dark. I don't want to be a night bird, Plop told his mummy. Dark is nasty. You don't know that, she said. You'd better find out about the dark before you make up your mind. Look, there's a little boy. Go and ask him. So Plop, who was quite new at flying, took a deep breath and flew down. Oh! Cried the little boy as Plop landed with a somersault. Hello, said Plop. I've come to find out about the dark. Oh, said the boy. Dark is exciting, especially tonight. We're going to have fireworks. Does it have to be dark? Asked Plop. Of course, replied the boy. You can't see the fireworks unless it's dark. Look out for them later. Well, said Mrs Barn Owl, when Plop arrived back at the nest. The little boy said, dark is exciting, said Plop. I still do not like it at all, but I will watch the fireworks, if you will sit by me. We will sit by you, said his mummy and daddy. So that is what they did. When the very last firework had faded away, Mr Barn Owl went hunting. All night he brought food back to Plop until daylight came and it was time for bed. Halfway through the morning, Plop woke up. Mrs Barn Owl opened one bleary eye. Plop, dear, she said, why don't you go find out more about the dark? Go and ask that old lady in the deck chair. Plop landed by the old lady with a thump. Hello, he said. I've come to ask you about the dark. I want to go hunting with Daddy, but he always goes hunting in the dark, and I'm afraid of it. How very odd, said the lady. Now I love the dark. Dark is kind. I can forget that I'm old, and I can sit and I can remember all the good times. I haven't much to remember yet, said Plop. I'm rather new, you see. Well, said his mummy, as Plop flew up to the landing branch. The old lady says dark is kind, said Plop, but I still do not like it at all. Okay, right, so we're going to leave it there for now. So you've heard chapter 1 and chapter 2. Chapter 1 was Dark is Exciting, and chapter 2 was Dark is Kind. Okay, so if you listened very carefully to both of those chapters, you should be able to answer the questions that me and Plop have for you. So chapter 1 was Dark is Exciting, and question 1 is, who is Plop? Question 2, where does he live and who does he live with? Question 3, you should be able to answer this one. What is Plop afraid of? Question 4. How does Plop land next to the little boy? And that's in the sentence, "Ooh!" cried the little boy, as Plop landed with a... See if you can fill in that missing word. Question number 5. Why does the little boy say that dark is exciting? Question 6. Who does Plop sit with to watch the fireworks that night? And question 7. Where does Mr. Barn Owl go after the fireworks have finished? So that's all your questions for chapter 1. On to chapter 2, dark is kind. Question 1. How does Plop land by the old lady? How does he land by the old lady? He lands with a... See if you can fill in that missing word. Question 2. Why doesn't Plop go hunting at night with his dad? Question 3. Why does the old lady say that dark is kind? What are her reasons? Question 4. Why doesn't Plop have much to remember yet? Question 5. How does Plop feel about the dark after speaking to the old lady? So if you're not sure of any of the answers to those, you can always go back to the beginning of the video and listen to me reading chapter 1 and chapter 2 again and see if you can listen very carefully for the answers. So I'll see you all soon for the next video where I'll read you the next 2 chapters. Stay safe, look after yourselves and your family, and I'll see you soon.